Hello and welcome. I'm Cheryl. This is Your Journey Yoga, and we are going to do a wonderful yoga flow today to promote positive energy. So first, I want to thank you for taking some time to take care of yourself, to promote that positive energy and to get rid of negative energy. There is so much negative energy out amongst the planet right now that it's really important, you guys, that we do our part to shield ourselves from that negativity. It can wreak havoc on us mentally, physically, emotionally. So taking care of yourself and being present here, clearing away that negative energy, key to healthy, happy living, okay? All right, guys, so making sure you've got water handy if you need it, and we are just going to get right into it. Sitting in a cross-legged position, we're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to give those shoulders a big roll up and back, and let the shoulders just gently slide down and away. Let's bring the hands to the outsides of the hips, keeping that length in the spine. As you exhale, release the chin towards the chest. Inhale, head up nice and tall, and ever so gently release that head back. Inhale, lift the head up nice and tall, and as you exhale, release the chin towards the chest. Inhale, lift the head up nice and tall, and again, ever so gently release that head back. Keeping that head back, we lift that lower jaw, feeling a really nice stretch through the throat and through the neck. Relaxing the jaw, lifting that head back up. Gently release the chin towards the chest. Bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, and just gently pull. Let the arms be heavy. Drawing that chin down, lengthening that spine, getting rid of tension at the base of the head. Inhale, lift the head, open the elbows wide. Release your hands to the shins, just below the knees. Take a big breath in and press the chest forward, arch your back, gaze to the sky. Exhale, hollow the tummy and chest, press your spine towards the back, tuck your chin. Inhale, lift the chest, arch your back, gaze to the sky. Exhale and hollow. And inhale it up to that neutral spine. Now we're going to isolate the rib cage. I want you to draw that rib cage forward, now to the right. Hollow out the tummy and the chest. Shoulders kind of stay immobile. So we're just working the rib cage. Coming back to center. Now take it to the right or to the left. All the way around back. All the way to the right. And back to center. Again, take it to the right. Hollow. So picture you're kind of sitting in a wine barrel, if you will. Some kind of a barrel. And you're just trying to kind of earn the ridge of that barrel with your rib cage. All the way around behind and sit up nice and tall. Give those shoulders a big roll up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. And let's come forward up onto all fours to tabletop. Hands are shoulder width apart. Knees are hip width. Core is nice and strong. We're going to extend that right leg straight back. Toes pressing into the mat. We're just going to get a nice stretch through the arch of the feet and through those toes. Now with those toes turned underneath us, core is strong, we're going to lift that right knee. Breathe. And just hold. So we're activating all the muscles through the core, through the shoulders, through the legs. Posterior chain, release that right knee back to the mat. Rotate your body and extend. Left arm to the sky, reaching up. So that left foot is just kind of turned out a little bit, just so whatever feels natural. Rotate your left palm towards the front of the room, reach it up and over. Long line all the way down that left side. Should feel so good, that space, that strength, that reach. Inhale, lift that left arm back to the sky and slowly release it down. Coming back to that plank, left toes are tucked under again. Lift that right knee. Breathe. This time let's cross that right leg underneath us, outside edge of that right foot to the mat, and we're going to rotate and open. Now allow that left arm to reach up and over. Inhale, lift that left arm to the sky, slowly releasing it back down. Pulling that right knee back in towards the chest and step it back. Crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. Release the knees and walk it back to tabletop. Breathe, core is strong. Take a big breath in, tummy towards the floor, gaze and sit bones to the sky. Exhale, hollow the tummy and chest, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Inhale it back to cow, just moving at your pace. With your breath. Working out kinks. Oh, just keeping that back limber. Let's do one more cat. And come back to that neutral spine. Now if you've shifted back on your mat, we're gonna walk forward just a step. Now we're gonna extend that right leg straight back. Toes are tucked under, pressing through those toes, pressing that heel back. Feel that nice stretch in the calf. Breathe. Core is strong. We're gonna inhale, and as you exhale, lift that left knee. Breathe. Lifting out of the shoulders, we're strong. Releasing that left knee, rolling open, that left foot shifts back. Extend right arm to the sky, reach it up, high as you can. Again, that right foot's just kind of doing whatever it needs to do to feel comfortable. It's not a big stretch, guys, here. This is where it comes into play. We rotate that right palm towards the front of the room, reach it up and over. So this beautiful long stretch all the way down that right side, starting from the tips of your fingers, all the way down to the ribs, the waist. Breathe. Inhale, lift that right arm back to the sky and slowly release it down. Turning that left foot straight back once again. Right toes are tucked under. We lift that left knee back up. So strength. Lifting out of those shoulders. This time, let's take that left foot and extend it through. Rotating your body and extend. Right arm to the sky. Now let's turn our gaze to the sky and roll that right palm towards the front of the room. Lift those hips and reach. Breathe. So maybe we don't lift so high. It's absolutely fine. Find what works for you. Inhale, lift that right arm back to the sky, slowly turning back towards the floor. Releasing that left knee in and left leg back. Lift your hips to down dog. Coming to that down dog, hands shoulder width apart, feet are hip width, fingers are spread nice and wide, head is heavy, face is soft. And we're gonna alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Nice deep breaths. As you exhale, let your heels gently sink. We inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. Sit it back to child's pose, knees to the mat. Extend those arms out nice and long. Resting the forehead towards the floor. Nice big deep breaths. Inhale, circle your hands back by your hips. Big circle of the arms overhead as you hinge up nice and tall. And lift to the knees and pull the hands to heart center. Inhale, reach to the sky. Turn the palms to the front, spread your fingers wide. As you exhale, cactus arms. Squeeze those shoulder blades and those elbows back and down. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale one more time, squeeze. Inhale, reach. And as you exhale, bring your hands around behind your back. Make fists with your hands and place your hands on either side of your spine, right about hip height. Now draw those shoulders together, the elbows together, as though there were a bungee cord wrapped around your elbows. I want you to visualize that you have a wall, that your hip bones are resting against, and we want to stay against that wall as we lift the chest and gaze to the sky. Now press those hands into the small of the back. Hips are forward, chest is lifted, and we're arching back. Camel pose. Breathe. We're taking care of our back. We're strong through the belly. We're squeezing those glutes. Inhale it up nice and tall. Circle the arms overhead. And exhale, we're gonna sit back to those heels. Now, if you are taking special care of the knees and this is not great for you, take a break, grab a drink of water. We'll be right back with you in just a second. Shoulders are rolled back. So we're getting this nice stretch through the tops of the legs, through those quadriceps. Now let's walk those hands forward to tabletop. Core is strong, tuck your toes, lift your knees just an inch off the mat. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to press through the toes and shift your weight forward a little bit. So this is going to be a little bit stressed through the shoulders, but I don't want a lot of stress, guys. We want to feel strong and bring it back to that hovering tabletop. Now let's take it back with the exhale. Extend it out. Only as far as feels right to you. If you can get full extension, great, but be nice to those wrists, be nice to the shoulders. Bring it back to that hovering tabletop. And extend your legs. Shift your weight back towards your heels. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. So that was a lot for those wrists. If you're feeling it, guys, roll them. And then we're gonna get a nice little stretch for the wrists, relaxing the arms, bending the knees as much as you need to get the hands to the floor. We're gonna lift that right foot and slide that right hand palm side up underneath your foot. Now the back of the hand is resting against the mat. Left foot lifts. Left hand slides underneath that left foot and just gently place the sole of the foot against the palm of your hand. Relax the weight of your head. Now we're going to shift a little weight forward into our toes, pressing the backs of the hands against the earth. Now we're going to lengthen through the crown of the head, core strong. We're going to begin to lift a little bit. So the more you press those toes and the balls of the feet into the palms of the hands and get the backs of the hands flat against the earth, and then as we start to lift, we get this nice stretch in that upper and middle back, a release for those wrists, strength in the core, length through the backs of the legs. This is gorilla pose. As you exhale, slowly release it down. Rock back to your heels, lift your foot, release one hand, lift your other foot to release the other hand, and relax and forward fold. Arms are heavy, head is heavy, we roll it up. One vertebra at a time. Till we reach the top with a big shoulder roll up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, open those arms out to a T. Flex your wrists, hollow your tummy and chest, press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it open and reach. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Releasing that right knee to the mat if you like, otherwise legs stay long. We're going to rotate and extend. Right arm to the sky. Feet can be staggered or stacked. We turn our gaze to the sky. If you like, lift that top leg and flex your foot. So we're really pressing out of the floor. Strengthening the shoulders, the arms, the core, the legs, the entire body. Slowly releasing that top leg. Slowly releasing that right hand. Coming back to plank. Directly into the other side. Releasing that right knee to the mat if you like, otherwise legs stay long. We rotate and extend left arm to the sky. So again, those feet can be staggered or those feet can be stacked. We lift those hips and we reach to those left fingertips. If you like, lift that top leg, flex your foot. Breathe. Entire body working. Stabilize. Getting stronger and stronger. Slowly release that left leg down. Slowly release that left hand. Come back to plank and lift your hips to down dog. We alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Nice deep breaths. Head heavy, face soft. As you exhale, let both heels sink. We inhale it to high plank. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. We shift our weight to our left foot. Right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot through. Left hand to the inside of your right foot. Rotate your body and extend. Right arm to the sky. Reach up as high as you can reach. A nice stretch for that right hip. Rotation for the spine, promoting flexibility and keeping that young spine lengthening out of the fingertips, through the shoulders. Space in that shoulder joint. Exhale, slowly release that right hand down. Lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend right leg to the sky. And as you exhale, sweep your right knee through, foot to the inside to pigeon pose. If you are taking special care of your knee, come over onto your right hip. Draw your back leg in. Take the pressure off of your knee, keeping that stretch in the hip. Otherwise, leg stays long. Find your breath. Now we can keep our hands supporting on either side of the knee, or if you like, lift your left arm. If you like, both arms. So we're trying to let go of that tension in the hip. If by lifting those arms, it's just causing more tension, we're kind of fighting against what we're trying to do. So by keeping that hand down, maybe you can release through the hips a little bit more. This is just to add extra body weight to help sink into the pose. Breathe. Circle the arms around behind your back. Interlace your fingers, all but the index finger and thumb, only if that's right. Now reach through those fingertips. Feel that openness in the chest. Feel how that activates through your upper back. Is it right for you? If it causes anything beyond a good stretch, guys, not great. Now release the intensity and let's slowly fold forward. Now if you need to release your hands for support to lower yourself down, that's absolutely fine. Relaxing the forehead to the mat. Releasing the arms. Just keep those fingers interlaced, but release that intensity in the arms. Now we're going to add that stretch for the arms if it feels right to you. If not, just let your hands be wherever they want to be. You're trying to let go of tension in those hips. If you want to add those shoulders in that chest stretch, roll the shoulders up and back. Lift your hands towards the sky. Breathe. Now we can give things a try and decide maybe they're not great. Maybe we didn't think they'd be great, but they feel great. So exploring, challenging, but always taking care of yourself. Slowly bring the hands back down. Gently release your hands down by your face and press yourself back up. One hand on either side of the knee, tuck the toes, lift the hips, sweep it back. Extend right leg to the sky. Go ahead and open up your the hips. Lifting that right leg high, add a flex of your foot, a bend of your knee, and draw your heel towards your bottom. Coming down onto your left forearm if that feels okay. Give a little push with that right hand to guide your weight back towards that left heel. That should deepen the stretch on the back of that left leg. Extending right leg to the sky, slowly releasing it down. We come back to down dog. And gently alternate bending knees, walk it out. Just allowing those hips to shift. Long stretch on the back of the straight leg. We're not running a race, guys, so not super fast. Just checking in. And as you exhale, let your heels sink. We shift our weight to our right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Right hand to the inside of that left foot. Rotate your body and extend. Left arm to the sky. Now we're lifting out of that right shoulder. We're lengthening down that right leg. We're extending out of the left shoulder up to the tips of the fingers. Now your gaze can just be wherever it needs to be for your body, for your neck to be happy. That rotation in the spine, working to draw your belly button to the inner thigh, that left leg. And breath. How is it? As you exhale, slowly release that left hand down. One hand on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend left leg to the sky. And as you exhale, sweep that left knee through. Foot to the inside, pigeon pose on the left side. So, is this a good place for us? Or do we need to come over onto that left hip? Drawing that back leg in. You want to find a good place, okay? So there's no tension, no pain, no discomfort beyond a good stretch. Anywhere in your body. So checking in. Is that the case? We're just feeling a good stretch. That'd be great if it was just like not even a big deal, right? But typically speaking, we have a tendency to hold some decent amount of negative energy in our hips. We're going to do our best to let it go. Keeping that negativity at bay. If you like, lift your right arm. If that causes you to tense up in your hip, bring that hand back down. If you like, left arm lifts. Shoulders are soft. If that causes tension in that lower back, guys, bring your hands down. We are not trying to create negativity or tension. We are trying to let it go. Now let's circle the arms around behind the back if that feels okay to you. Interlacing all the fingers, but the index finger and thumb. Core is strong. Now if you can keep those arms behind you, great. If you need that support with those hands on the floor, make it so. Hinging forward. Hands just coming to rest on the small of the back. Forehead coming to rest towards the mat. Now we can just stay here. Soaking in that amazing stretch for that left hip. Making sure that the back is happy, the knee is happy, the ankle's happy. If you like, roll those shoulders up and back, lift your hands towards the sky. Breathe. And slowly bring the hands back down. Releasing the hands right by your chest or your shoulders, and rise. Hand on either side of your knee. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend left leg to the sky. Go ahead and open up those hips. Lift that left leg just as high as you can. Find your breath. Add a flex of your foot, a bend of your knee, and draw your heel towards your bottom. And if you like, come on down onto that right forearm. Breathe. Extending left leg to the sky, slowly releasing it down, coming back to down dog, and inhale it to high plank. Knees to the mat, sit it back to child's pose. And we lift just slightly, enough to reach that right hand underneath that left arm, palm to the floor. We're going to walk our fingertips out and away from us as we allow that upper body to come to rest onto that right shoulder, side of the head to the floor. Now let's reach through those left fingertips if that feels okay for you. If that's too intense, just bend that left elbow softly and allow the arm to rest. If we walk those left fingertips out, can you feel that extension all the way down that left side? Body weight is heavy, sinking into the earth. Inhale, lift just enough to pull that right arm back through. Extend that right arm out. Left hand underneath the right arm, palm to the floor. Walk your fingertips out and away as you turn the side of the head to the mat and release the weight of the upper body down onto that left shoulder. Now that right elbow, you can keep it softly bent. Or if it feels right to you, start to walk those right fingertips towards the top of your mat. Close your eyes, relax your jaw. And just notice, so we're here, getting movement, flexibility through the shoulders, space in that upper back, spinal flexibility, length in those quadriceps. So there's lots of places that you can be feeling this stretch, so long as it feels good. Challenging, but good. Inhale, lift just enough to pull that left arm back through and sit it back to child's pose. And then slowly walk those hands back up. Come over onto one hip. Sweep your feet around and slide on down to the top of your mat. Legs long. We sit up nice and tall. We pull that right knee in, lifting through the chest. Just hugging that right knee. Now to flex of that left foot. Feels right to you? Cross that right foot up and over the left leg. Pull it in nice and tight. Can you still sit up nice and tall? Now let's wrap the crook of that left elbow around the knee and pull it in. Breathe. Does that still feel good? I hope so. Let's bring that right hand behind us, placing it to the floor, sitting up nice and tall. Pull that right knee in. and turn your gaze out over that right shoulder. A little tuck of your chin towards that right collarbone. Now if you like, shift that left elbow to the top of the knee. Press against the knee, fingertips pointing towards the sky. We're still lifting and lengthening through the crown of the head. Looking out over that right shoulder. How's your breath? Now slowly releasing that rotation. Pulling that right foot back in and gently release the leg out long. Pulling that left foot in, sitting up nice and tall. So just getting that left foot up as close to you as you can get. As much of a bend in the knee as your body will allow. So if we're taking care of injuries, or maybe you're just coming out of surgery, whatever it is, and you don't have quite that flex in the knee, don't push it. We want to find that place where it's a good stretch, right? But nothing beyond, and certainly no pain. If it feels right to you, cross that left foot up and over the leg. Sit up tall. So now we're starting to get this stretch through that left hip, right? Letting go of negative energy, not causing more. We're pulling the knee in and we're sitting up nice and tall, promoting that good posture. That right foot is flexed, if possible. Now we're going to take that right elbow and we're going to wrap it around the crook of that, or the crook of the elbow around the knee. And we're going to sit up nice and tall, using kind of those arms to help anchor and to lift through the crown of the head and to rotate. So now there's this amazing thing going on through the middle and lower back. Can you feel it? We want to get that length in the spine to get that rotation. Keeping space between the vertebrae is super important, guys, as we twist. Releasing that left hand behind us, sit up nice and tall. Breathe. If you like, right elbow to the top of the knee, press against the knee, and does that allow you to twist even deeper? If that causes anything to be concerning, guys, don't do it. And turn your gaze out over that left shoulder. Is your breath still slow and steady? Are you able to get that full breath in? We want to make sure that we can still breathe slow and steady. Now gently release that right elbow, slowly release that rotation, extend both legs out, flex your feet, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen and hinge it forward. Tummy down, chest down, hands, and then relax the weight of your head. Just let yourself melt. It's amazing how when you let yourself just melt, gravity does all the work for you, and your body figures out that you're not going to force things to happen that aren't ready to. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Release your hands down by your sides. Return, coming to a cross-legged position. Sitting up nice and tall. Resting your hands comfortably. Feels right to you, drape your wrists over the knees, bring your index finger to touch your thumb. Find your brow, relax your jaw. Our heart is full, our mind is clear. There is energy and power within each breath we take. There is awareness within us and around us. Taken time to take care of ourselves. To be healthy, happy, and whole. As we bring our practice to a close, just a few words to either carry with you or let float on by. When others are rude or cruel, it is not about you. It is about the negative energy that they have absorbed, and they need you to release that negative energy. Let's gently open the eyes, pull the hands to heart center. Again, thank you guys for taking care of yourselves and for doing your part to create positive energy within you and to let go of negative energy, so that you don't share it with the rest of the world. There's enough negative energy out there, guys. Hold on to the good. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay kind. Until the next time, namaste.